once again, Krista, it is customary. We thank you for this demonstration of the gorgeous of our Jesus. Hosanna indeed to the Son of God. See how it pops out. Honor him. Go towards him. Embrace him. Oh, let's just do that in the course of today. May I ask you to just stop and think. You've been passionate about something. What is it? Something that you were restless until you should achieve it. What is it? It may be something others don't think is that important, but so far as you're concerned, it is. And did you lose sleep over it? And so long as it remained hanging, you were ill at ease. But look at how you jumped for joy when it was done. I just got a new car. For some of us, it's a very big thing. Otherwise, come and see my house. Still others. Have you looked at my wife? It differs from each one of us. Others of us went to celebrate the moment we got our driving licenses because we had failed 4 times before that. You see, there's a variety of stuff that interests us. And we know before we score victory, we are sick with longing. Is your passion, your pursuit, your prayer something for which you honor God? See how our text reveals the success of one that before this particular experience of the cross had just been chanted about as the highest of all beings. But they took him from the highest to the lowest. So as Jesus now dies on the cross, there is jubilation in hell. That fellow who caused havoc on earth, who turned people from sin to right standing with God, who took away their diseases and quenched their sorrow, now is hanging helplessly on the tree. But if only hell had realized that Jesus' worst humiliation was in fact his highest exaltation, there would have been weeping there. And the cry of Jesus should have also been suggestive to them that this was no victim of human anger, hostility, or might. It was one who, as we have just sung, was a Lamb of God who was taking away the sin of the world. Look at how he cries. He doesn't say, Father, I'm finished. No. He says, Father, into your hands I commit my spirit. That's not a victim's cry. That is a victor's cry. Let's see it from two angles. When Jesus thus makes that cry, it is a son crying to his Father. For he says, Father. In my imagination, all the experiences of Jesus come back to mind at this particular point. Do you remember the first of those we looked at? He cries for his enemies. Forgive them, they don't know what they do. Then he goes on and cries and speaks comfort, assurance into the life of this fellow dying beside him. Today, you'll be with me in paradise. Then he forgets about himself and breathes this assurance that he wants human relationships to be rich. So he says to Mary, his mother, woman, John is your son. John, your mother. minutes after that, then that agonizing cry, my God. Because now he must atone for the sin of the world and suffer as the totality of human beings put together never can suffer. But notice why he suffers, like what Christ like that, because he says, I thirst. He is bringing salvation to bear upon all humanity. But you see, a craving unfulfilled is useless, as we just been saying, for he cries, it is finished. I've done it. All that you, oh God, wanted me to do has been done. Now all of humanity, wherever they are, whoever they are, whatever they've done, can be restored to you because the Lamb has been slain in their stead. And now today we come to this. Since I have done what you wanted me to do, I don't need to be on earth any longer. Father. He cried, Father. Then he cried, my God, because God never can forsake his son. But notice now he goes back because the work is done. Is now taking away the sin of the whole world. He says, my Father. And he entrusts the Spirit into that Father's hands. The cry of one who knows he belongs. The cry of one who knows he comforts. The cry of one who knows he unifies. The cry of one who knows he atones for all of humanity. The cry of one who knows he satisfies every craving. The cry of one who knows he meets every desire, every demand of God. And the cry of one who knows he is restored to God and will never be forsaken. What does that tell you of me? Because certain of us may be heavy-hearted right now. I may even be asking ourselves, God, where are you? If you ever felt for me and with me, why don't they get the lifting up others experience? Why don't they just jump for joy all the time and be on top of the world all the time? Why should I face agony and sorrow and torment and testing and trials and temptations and troubles and agonies and anguish and endless pain? Why? May Jesus' example tell us, when it is all said and done, the one who belongs to God can still find solace in God, because you'll never be wasted until God should say you'll be wasted. And God never wasted any of his children. You will not be the first. And may Jesus be an example to you that he will neither fail nor forsake. He is on, indeed. Hosanna and glory to God in the highest. He who cries to his Father, notice how he finds comfort in his Father. Into your hands I entrust my spirit. You know what he's saying? You know how some of us begin to think, if I preach hard and give the biggest amount of money in the church, and I'm the most vocal in the church, then surely God will honor me. That's not what Jesus is presenting to the Father. He's saying, Father. You know how the prodigal son, when he returned to his father, said, Father, I am no longer worthy to be called your son. Make me one of your hired servants. What did the father say? Yes, now, okay, I'll pay you so much to do that. He said, shut up. You are my son. You can't work to be my son. You can't work to earn sonship. You are my son. You are better than a worker. So take off the prodigal clothes. Keep away the servant clothes. Shower him with children's clothes. He is my son. How many of of us realize this is a relationship we have with our God? We don't work to be His sons and His daughters. We are His sons and His daughters. And we work only because we belong. How many of us say that? He will neither fail nor forsake. Oh God, it looked like you were not there. Where were you when I was being battered and butchered, transfixed to the cross, mocked, spat at, shredded to pieces almost, pounded to pulp? Where were you? And he'd say, I was all there, and my purposes were being fulfilled in you. Have you felt that sense? You know, the human side of me just wants to have those experiences where consistently I'm on cloud 9. That will never happen. Not on this side of earth. God has not called us to happiness. What does He call us to? Holiness. But let me just assure you, no one can be holy and be sad. And here's Jesus demonstrating that. He is on the cross, but He is rich and satisfied. He is on the cross, but He is comforted in the presence of His Father. He is on the cross, but He is overcoming pain and torture. He is on the cross. He is above the earth in which He is suffering and right into heaven. He is on the cross. And yet He rises above the agonies of the earth into the comforts of His Father. And death is transformed at that time. It's not a loss, it's a gain from this sorrowful, sinful, horrible, evil world to the heaven, glorious, righteous, and ever jubilating, joyous atmosphere of God. That is richer than happiness. Are you there? Am I there? The one who has God for a father is. Are you that one? Let's pray. Our Father, thank you for your Son. He prayed for the forgiveness of the wicked. Be assured that I am fair. He did the right in trusting our dying Savior, who by dying was killing death to bring life. And thanks for the assurance that His selflessness may rub on to us. As we remember in particular that for us He was forsaken. But in Himself He has accomplished the longing God had to heal humanity. And He fully paid the price that was required for our restoration. For He did not leave the work unfinished. It was finished. Was His cry. And in coming back to you, you received a Son who had not been a victim, but a victor. From conception through death, in life to death, up to the ascension, the resurrection and ascension. Such is our Savior. Indeed, glory to God in the highest. And help us just be as given to you as you want us to be, and our listening as we cry to you, setting our pathway before you in the words our Savior Himself taught us to say. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.